Okay, so last year I wasn't really a pole vaulter at the start of the season. I told Miller that I had gotten a lot better over the winter, but he'd never actually seen me pole vault. So he made me prove to him that I could make a 12-foot bar 3 times in practice. And then once I did that, he let me pole vault in the first meet, and then last year, and I only went 11 feet in the first meet, so he talked about pulling me out. And then I talked him into letting me pole vault for the next meets, and then went up to 13, and then 13.7, and then eventually to the school record by the end of the year. So it turned out to be a good decision that he ended up letting me pole vault, because that became my favorite event and everything. So. It felt pretty good, but I felt that I could have done a little better. So it was kind of like motivation during the off season to work harder, to get better, because I saw the kids that beat me, and I didn't think that they were, I mean, they're good athletes, but I didn't think they were anything great. So it just kind of opened my eyes to how good I could become.
Emery's sister. Yeah, pretty proud of him. He's worked pretty hard. He's pretty determined, so he's just been really focused on it and doing good.
So last year at the regional track meet, so about a year ago, the Michigan State recruiter, or the decathlon and jumps coach, was at the meet, and he just kind of took note that I high jumped, then I ran over and long jumped, then I hurled, and then ended up pole vaulting 14.7 that day. So he saw a lot of potential in me as a decathlete, so he started recruiting me. And then at the same time, the Grand Valley State coach started recruiting me. And I was a little confused, because I didn't think that I could be a Division I athlete. And then, but I just wanted to see, I'd always wanted to kind of go to Stanford for the academics, and so I just typed in put all my stuff out there on this little online survey that they do, and I did it for Stanford and University of Michigan, and both coaches ended up calling me the next day. So it really opened my eyes that I could actually do this. Like until that point, I had never thought that I'd be able to participate in Division I athletics.
I'm talking about Dan's work in my class, and I had him for Calc BC last year. And I would say, well, he has a good work ethic, that's clear. And he was part of a great class. It was a really good class and a really fun group of students, so that made it better. But I would say the thing that sets Dan apart from some students is that, mathematically speaking, is that he enjoys the work. He really seems, whatever he's doing, that he puts some joy into it and brings people along with that attitude. I would say another thing that sets him apart from some other math students is that he presents very well. He presents his ideas well verbally and on the board, and I think just in the way he organizes his ideas. And I think he'll do well in math and everything else at Stanford. Probably the biggest reason is, again, that he enjoys what he does.
During the off season, well, I played football during the fall, and that just kind of made me stronger and faster. But over the summer and the winter, I went up to Maple Valley, and I practiced there 2 or 3 times every week for about 3 hours, and that's what really did it for me, because if you're practicing anything that much, you're just going to get better at it. So.
All right, this is John Bratz from Michigan.com here at the Michigan Indoor Track Series Championships on Saturday, February 25th, and I'm talking with Dan Emery, who jumped
15.3.
15.3, and how is that for a jump for you?
That's tied my PR. I've done it 3 times now, but I'm really enjoying it, and everything's kind of clicking right now, so it's good stuff.
And did you have any competition getting up to that high?
What?
Anybody competing with you at that point?
Yeah. Corey, he jumped really good today. I thought he was going to make 15.6. I was feeling the pressure, and then Jamie just got hurt. He's a 16-foot jumper, and kind of lucked out that he wasn't jumping today, but I'm hoping he'll get better and see him again in the outdoor season and everything. So.
And who do you jump for high school-wise?
High school, I go to Battle Creek Lakeview.
Battle Creek, okay. What division is that?
It's a small Division I school, so right at the bottom of the cutoff.
All right. And for the indoor stuff, had you jumped anything higher than 15.3 so far this year? Or?
No, that's my all-time.
Oh, that's
PR.
that's right. That's
just started vaulting last year and everything, so everything's just going up. Like, it's really fun.
All right. And how does it feel to win a championship?
It feels awesome. I've never done it. I mean, I've won like small meets at high school, and like dual meets and little conference meets and stuff, but nothing like this. It's awesome. Can't stop smiling.
And what were you thinking coming into today that you'd have to jump to win? Were you thinking?
I was thinking 15.6 to 15.9, and I was hoping I could get over it, but I'm so excited that I just made 15.3. I mean, it's awesome.
And I assume you did try for 15.6 then?
Yeah. I was trying out a new pole, couldn't quite get in with it, but yeah, maybe next time.
What was the difference with the new pole then?
It was just a stiffer pole. Yeah, 175 instead of a 170, so
okay.
Just harder to get in with.
And have you been training a lot indoors then?
Yeah, I train with Landon Athletics, Jerry Sessions. Train 3 times a week, just pole vaulting, but during the indoor season at the meets I'll high jump and long jump, and I haven't run hurdles yet, but during the outdoor season I run hurdles too, so yeah.
Alright, and today you're just doing pole vault?
I long jumped too, but it was kind of an off day in long jump, so I didn't qualify for finals.
Alright.
The pole vault makes up for it, so it's okay.
And when do you guys start outdoors?
March 12th is our first practice, so got to get in shape for that. I'm a little winded from pole vault, so that's not a good sign, but we'll work on that.
So at least you got a couple weeks to start getting yourself in shape.
Start running some distance, all that stuff. So
I really couldn't believe it because I knew I was close to the top jumpers in the state, but I didn't think that I would actually win it because there were some better jumpers than me at that meet. They just kind of had a bad day, and I was the only one that really PR'd and all that stuff. But it was amazing. Everyone was congratulating me, and I still can't believe that I won indoor state. It's pretty unreal.
Oh, Dan Emery, you say? Ah, yes. The Bard of Lakeview High School, as I know, of course. What can I say about Dan Emery? Well, I could go on for hours. I guess the most important thing to say about him, though, is his love for his fellow students. He has a way of caring about people that seems lost on this generation. Because it's not just school, practice, success for him, no. It's something more that he strives for, and I can't even put it into words, to tell you the truth. It's something that constantly moves him. And it's magnificent, to tell you the truth. There should be more people on this earth like Dan Emery.
Then during the indoor season I went to a lot of meets and just kind of got used to jumping on bigger poles and getting used to a bunch of different situations like indoor states and nationals and all that stuff, so it's really prepared me well for the outdoor season.
Push it! Yeah! Woo!
We are reaching for the sky in tonight's High School Athlete of the Week segment. Sports Director Ed Kingerski joining us now in the newsroom. And Ed, this kid is really turning some heads, isn't he?
Yeah, you better believe it, Andy. Tonight we're focusing on a track and field athlete who's been a quick study in one of the sport's most difficult events. Andy Pepper takes us to Battle Creek for the story.
Make no mistake about it, Dan Emery is a quick study. The Lakeview star is the top-ranked pole vaulter in the state, despite the fact he didn't even start vaulting full-time until last season.
I don't know. It's kind of good that I got a late start because I didn't learn any bad habits or anything like that.
Come on, Dan.
Emery's personal best of 15.9 is just 5 inches shy of the Class A record. The senior is also hoping to make a serious run at the overall state record of 16.7.
I would be astounded if I could get that record because I never dreamed in a million years that I'd even be able to pole vault 13 feet. If you would have told me that I was a 15-foot pole vaulter my sophomore year, I would have said you're lying. Everything right now just seems like a dream.
You know, for me, I think winning the state championship is definitely something that could be obtained this year for Emery. He's definitely vaulting as well as better than anybody in the state right now.
Emery's talents and 4.0 GPA have earned him a full scholarship to Stanford, where he plans to compete in the decathlon.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to start doing a little bit more with conditioning because obviously the decathlon you have the mile and the 400 and all the events together. It's 10 events over 2 days, so that alone is tiring.
He's real competitive and he's always shooting for that #1 spot. Out of anybody I've known all 4 years, I know he's the one that always wants to gradually increase as a person himself and get better.
And our guess is that Emery will reach new heights as a Cardinal. Andy Pepper, News Channel 3.
Well, listen to this. Vaulting is a family affair in the Emery household. Dan's father once held the Spartan school record. His older brother was an all-conference performer, and his sister, who's just a freshman, has qualified for this year's state meet. With our high-flying athlete of the week, I'm Ed Kingersky, News Channel 3.
Yeah, this season it's been kind of a strange season compared to recent years. Like last year I did everything like as hard as I could. I always like finished, but now it's just like pole vault, I'll pole vault until I win and then kind of quit. And same with high jump, and I haven't been long jumping too great this year, but my hurdles have really improved. So I've kind of been focusing on just getting better at everything instead of just like going out and trying to set a new personal record every single day. So it's been kind of an adjustment, but I don't really mind it because now I'm starting to peak at the right time, just in time for outdoor state championships.
Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, we're here at Charlotte's relay meets. Lots of weird races and everything. We're gonna have a big day. My boy Trevon, he's gonna jump 22. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna get some PRs in here. We got a nice tailwind. Hopefully it doesn't start storming like the rest of our meets, but yeah.
We'll see. Get 16 today.
We'll see what happens, yeah.
Feet 11 inches. A side note, Captain Mills had a jump of 5 feet 9 inches, breaking the record for Eaton Rapids.